Hey there, everybody. Welcome to yet another Quarantine Cup playoffs. I'm here against Cyrix I'm on the first seed. Cyrix is number 4 because Cyrix only played 2 games and won both of them. So that was my reward. This is a bit of a tough board on the 5-2. I'm not really sure what to open. I think you would just go Urchin on the, yeah. Trying to figure out, I mean, you could try to just do hideouts. It's just probably a little slower than, all right. The 3 here is kind of bad. Very odd board. He collides. I try to collide. Guess if this fails, it's guaranteed to hit on the shuffle, or on this 6 here. So that's something. Actually, this is a pretty good shuffle to trigger. Reasonably good anyway. Don't know, it's gonna be a little awkward. They don't find mercenary again. Okay, great. Spoke too soon. That's gonna hurt a fair bit. And I don't get attacked. So I'm pretty behind here. I mean, I do the artificers, which is kind of nice, but I don't think that's really probably sufficient. Depends on how my reshuffles go. But I am gonna get a second mercenary. Hopefully we can get back our, well, that's pretty tough actually. We should take the colonnade probably here. Could have tried to get the one card we see off here is gonna be a big deal. If it's mercenary, we may win. If it's not, we may just be lost, to be honest. Artificer works too, or sort of works. could be way worse. Yeah, this is not good. Yeah, now they're keeping the encampments, so that's a big problem. They're gonna attack me, which is nice. I probably will need to buy. This is annoying. This is a horrible draw. Because we really don't want to play the lighthouse. We really need to trash again. This is if we didn't draw this lighthouse, if we get another mercenary trash, then maybe we have something. Probably not though, I guess. Unfortunately, I think we need to do this. I don't know if their merchant camp is, well, it's probably fine. I mean, they're gonna like empty the encampments more or less here. They don't have another artificer, but this is just super over. Not even sure why I played it that. Again, if we find mercenary on top here, it's a little different, but no. Okay. Well, that doesn't help us. Now we've got 2 mercenaries in here and no encampments. I should have thrown the game out after I saw the split. That's what I should have done. I should have said, "Oh, we didn't know the seeding. We should have gone." This is gonna lose for sure. I mean, I can like get the last colonnade, but this is so bad. It's very likely even that we just lose it on the reshuffle here. They should just, they can also, this is a board where they can just play a plunder thing, actually. Or not even necessarily a plunder thing, but this is so bad. I don't know, they can play any number of things. I think you don't need a second merchant guild, like that's probably not helpful, but it probably doesn't hurt you. I don't know, maybe it's good. I mean, they can just kind of spend some time accumulating VP tokens and accumulating coffers by just buying ironmongers or whatever, and they'll be totally fine. Now, third merchant guild, I just don't see it. I don't know what it does for you, but these are just, I guess they're not even really bad draws. It's just what my deck is now. There's no way I can do the provinces fast enough, but Make sure you don't draw deck. I would not have followed with province yet either, but that feels like the not that it's very likely to lose, but it feels like one of the only ways to lose a game. I don't think it can lose the game. I guess that's not really the issue, but I think if you take the provinces, it doesn't help you win the game. For Cyrix, they can just buy him at the end. I mean, they'd still be able to just buy him at the end, but I probably would have taken just Ironmongers there. And like, yeah, I mean, okay, it's totally winning, but yeah, this one, I mean, okay, I shouldn't complain about it. It doesn't make any sense to complain about that. Look at all. Hey, my deck's clean. Isn't that cool? All right. I had 2 rough games against Cyrix where the openings did not go my way and I fell way behind at the start. There was like a shuffle or 2 in here where I still would have been in it if it had gone well, but I think it was unlikely. All right, we'll go look at the other playoff. We can find it. Well, there's somebody has a bunch of islands, I guess. Just looking at the board, I have a little bit of a hard time understanding why the islands have been piled. Not gonna lie, I don't really understand why that would have happened. I don't think ball is sufficient reason for that to be a good idea. They also have apparently fought about the flag bearers. I don't really think that, just looking at the state of the piles, I have a hard time believing that they're... And the hands, looking at the hands and the piles, I have a hard time believing they've played this the way I would have liked to seen it played, but you know, whatever. Certainly would have tried to build a deck that could buy colonies and not a deck that buys 5 islands or whatever they've done. I don't get that at all. They both also have apparently bought a Royal Blacksmith, which well, at least somebody did. Don't understand that. I mean, not with these decks. If you had a bunch of platinum or some gold or silver or something, then it would make sense. Oh, they're doing exploration stuff. I see now. They were trying to do exploration stuff with ball. And then T-Mog it, I guess. That's kind of cute. I don't know if it's any good. I did figure out, I was sort of puzzled by everything, but it all makes sense now. Well, I mean, at least it's clear. The thinking is clear to me now. Whether it was worth doing, I don't know. But we'll see, I guess. 4 silvers. How do you get 4 silvers here? They do have a lot of villagers, which would suggest... I just missed exploration. You have a lot of villagers, which would suggest you want a Royal Blacksmith pretty badly. So you're going to have to ignore some of my commentary when I first came in here. I think it was wrong. Though I'm still not sure what they're doing, but I can see sort of why they would get to this point. But man, it sure does seem weird that you would have one sanctuary and trade rates. I guess you read the log and see if you think the things they're doing are reasonable. TMOG silver versus exploration ball. The exploration ball opening looks way nicer, to be fair. And you can do either one. You can do it on any opening, or you can do it on either of the 3-4 openings. So I do like Minion Pond's opening. I don't know that I like silver off that, but I don't know. It's hard to say. It's a little bit hard to say you don't just take a sanctuary also. But anyway, I like Minion Pond better than S-Sounders. Okay, so now Minion Pond is like having a turn. That's good. I would still like totally buy platinum. I mean, you can't do this exploration thing forever. You're not just gonna ball and then TMOG into duchies or whatever. There's no way that's the quickest. Especially if you're Minion Pond and you're behind in the points, that's gonna lose you to a pile out. So you have to take some colonies. I guess the question is whether you get a platinum or whether you go straight to colony. That's terrifying. All S-Sounder needs now is a couple ball. They do have the debt, but still, this is a good hand. Do they have a trade rate still? Or they have a I don't know if you had to score, but I certainly wouldn't have lowered. I mean, you probably needed a score, but lowering the flag bearers look terrible. I don't know how much money S-Sounder has, if they can get to 16 or not. Not too far off of it. They're already at 12, 14, 15. So they missed by $1. Well, they have to pay the debt off. So I was counting 10 plus 6 for the debt. Didn't quite get it anyway. They had $15, but you should just, as S-Sounder, you should just pay off debt and buy the most expensive thing you can afford and probably pile out. Not the most expensive VP you can afford. Maybe you don't, what is it? Does Minion Pond have TMOGs? Minion Pond does have a bunch of TMOGs. That's rough. Well, you gotta buy some scoring. I think as a salary, you should at least take an estate. Well, that does boost the... probably. I guess we have to see. I mean, how much money did Minion Pond have? They have like quite a bit. This isn't like the best hand for the triple TMOG. Yeah, duchy seems reasonable. But you can afford province, so it's a little hard for minion pawn actually to just go for it, right? They do trade routes into T-Mogs, I guess, but you still have to make up 13 points. I think you can get like duchies, and I don't know if, or estates, I mean, something. This looks, unless I'm totally underestimating what minion pawn has, I don't know that there's a pile out. Guess I wouldn't be surprised that if there was one, but it's not clear to me that there is. Well, it's clear there's a pile out, I guess. It's not clear there's a winning one. But a sounder with the Royal Blacksmith in hand is totally safe. Like, I think it's even guaranteed with this hand. I don't think you can draw a bad enough hand that you don't hit the 10. And minion pawn can't score like a bunch. Just simply can't. The last flag bearer buy from minion pawn is so baffling to me. It's a minion pawn called no T-Mogs. So they're certainly just going to try to, they're not going for a win. But they also can only buy like, I don't know, what can they even get up to at best? Like colony, maybe colony plus province at the most. And as Sounder has the T-Mogs, yeah. $11, $13, $18, $20, $22 max. They can double colony if they trash trade route or trash Royal Blacksmith the trader. Double colony then is maybe a little annoying for. This doesn't look scary. If you don't do double colony, then it's just super easy. Like colony province is super easy, I think. You just can use your T-Mogs to get a duchy or something. Guess you need a little better than a duchy, but buys a copper, that's so weird. It's not even really, I mean, I get that it's for trade route, but if, okay, now we do have to think a little bit. Maybe there's not super clear path. They can lower the T-Mogs to 2, and then they only need $11. So probably doable. Let's just go for it. Oh no, you need, sorry, not $11, $13. Maybe they don't have it. I guess you could go. Oh, Duchy and Estate works too, so you could do it with $10. Yeah, you can go trade route into T-Mog and T-Mog into Duchy, and then 2 balls still wins. That's probably the easiest thing. So I just T-Mog trade route into T-Mog, and then T-Mog into Duchy, and then double ball for 2 T-Mogs, and T-Mog Estate is a winning line. I don't know what they have in the bottom. At least one of them's a Sanctuary. I don't know if they have Bakers. Did they have Bakers? Probably, right? 3 Bakers. So this is a guarantee win because the Blacksmith can't bottom deck the cantrips. There's too many cantrips down there. So this is just a win, guaranteed win to go trade route T-Mog, Duchy. So they went to empty. They went with emptying the T-Mogs, which I guess they're actually still have enough money here, but with the province ball line, there is multiple ways to win. All right, S Sounder takes it, so we're gonna have Syrinx versus S Sounder in the finals, with S Sounder going first. All right, here we are with our finals. Here we go with our finals. There's just a big. It's just Artisan. It's all about Artisan. Yeah, so the only extra gains here. Oh, and there's Fairy Alms. So yeah, you just get artisans and then whatever. Villages by hunting grounds. There's some I guess there's some potential for, yeah, I mean at some point they'll probably move the fairy tokens over to the hunting grounds. I do like that they're just emptying the artisans. That looks pretty reasonable. That alone seems terrible relative to an alms. I don't know. The loan looks awful to me. Versus they could have chained another artisan. They still had an action. They could have chained another artisan. They could alms for something nice. Versus getting a loan and trashing 1 copper. That looked really bad to me. I don't know if it'll, punish them in the end, but it looked quite bad to me. Yeah, S Sounder needs to do what Syrinx just did as well. Your S Sounder can get a bunch of mountain village. Well, I guess they have to think about, because that'll decrease hand size. They have to think about whether they want to do that versus ferry something, or ferry the hunting grounds over, because you do need to do that at some point. But it looks like this hand they're just going down. Yeah, you do need to see. This could be a problem not ferrying the hunting grounds here. Which they still could. They would have to gain a silver though. But yeah, the turn, I mean, if Syrinx gets all the hunting grounds, then it won't matter that S Sounder has the artisans. And Syrinx could just really run with it here. Because this is a nice hand. I think you have to do the ferry there, because now what are you doing? The hunting grounds are too good. I think I might have tried to get 3 arsons. I might have thought about trying to get a fishing village down there, but if you draw the think it's probably okay. You absolutely have to ferry Hunting Grounds this turn as Sounder, though. The other problem is going to be this, maybe an estate pile out by Cyrix. Not the next turn, but the following turn is pretty doable. Yeah, I'm worried about a center not having gotten the ferry down last time. That seems like trouble. Now maybe S Sounder can do that. I don't think Cyrix can do the estates quite. I don't think so. What do the first artisans get? So there's... Maybe it doesn't have that action. Well, there's Necro. What did they... I'd have to play this turn from the start. Okay, well, they've already given up on it. Basically, by taking a silver. Maybe the gains weren't there. Maybe the gains were not there. Did they put... This is so weird. The order on this was very bad. I think they just played too quick and got, I don't know, nervous or confused because the order on this doesn't make any sense. Well, it's just a mistake. I mean, you can do it. Now Cyrix can just play artisans, but like this is already it in hand to the Alms. They need to buy at least force Cyrix to have to try and go for the estate thing. But they didn't even do that. I'm gonna go try some of the Sounders turns. But anyway, congrats to Cyrix on yet another Quarantine Cup victory, and congrats to S Sounder on second, and Minion Pawn and myself on third place. I'm gonna go, I don't know, play around a little bit. May not be possible, but for the sake of education, I don't know where it happened. Guess it's this turn. Maybe it's just not possible. Maybe the draw just isn't there. You kind of think of hunting grounds as being sufficient draw, but I guess we can think about it. So minimally, to empty the estates, you need 4 artisan plays on Rat's Hunting Ground. Rat's Hunting Ground. And then you need minimally, and then maybe 6 there. But you can also just buy an estate and gain 1 with artisan. But anyway, that's still 5 of them spoken for. So then that's just 2 artisan or 2 hunting ground plays that you get to just play. You also need, how many terminals was that? 2, yeah, and so you'd also have to have the necro. Yeah, I guess it isn't. I guess you need to basically pull the artisans just right off the top, because you can only do 2. You can only do 2 of these, and then you have to have all the artisans in hand. to get the rest. Yeah, their water winter was right. It's just not really there. All right, but I don't know how you would play it from here. Like, you would get a fishing village. You would need to take province or something, but yeah, it's a little hard. All right, well, GG's to everyone, and I'll catch you all later.